Welcome back. Stream status, excellent. Okay. So let me see what happened. Well, Bitcoin dumped eventually. Eventually dumped with this EOX. Many people probably taken this walk and now they are wrecked if they used high leverage. But I'm not using high leverage. That's why I would propose everyone to cool off and not use high leverage, because you know anything can happen in the market, especially this market where Bitcoin is open, you know, and we have another EOX. So hopefully we don't dump below the latest wall, because we have here some support. Hopefully we can keep 41k level. We're already oversold on the Bollinger Bands. We'll see how deep this will be. And indeed I saw that we are bearish here, so I figured out this actually there is high probability it will dump. If I have taken only the market cipher, I'll be wrong, I'll be in loss right now. So this actually helps a lot. Yeah, I thought we'll go up from here, but we didn't. Yeah. So this crossover 10:15. What was the time the EOX showed up? It was 10. It was right here. So well in advance. Well in advance. Just when it started to curve lower, that we had this. Yeah, so actually right from here. Very nice indicator. Keep using it. It's amazing. Now let's see. Oil also dumped lower. Expected, of course. Not sure what it will do now, but it's bearish. It's bearish, and let's see the 15. The 15 is also going bearish, so I would wait. Maybe it will come back this level, maybe not, but I'm not longing this. Not sure if I can short. Maybe if it goes up I can short from here. Okay, what is the euro doing? Dumping as well. So we are bearish from here, and we might get a little bounce in the euro, but we are bearish. I wouldn't put too much on it right now. Let's see, we're a little bit high here, so I expect it to come down lower, and we may take the euro. Let's see what is happening in this account. Yes. This is a demo account just for practice. But I can see that this indicator is very nice, that I'm using in conjunction with market cipher. It's amazing. Okay, I have 1,000 for the euro USD. Nice. Okay, I can trade this. Let's see. Euro. I'm waiting a little bit on it. It was bearish. We have here a little bit of divergence. Maybe it will go a little bit up, but let me see the market cipher. What has for the euro? Yeah, VWAP coming down. Fat money flow. Here, yeah, here it looks very nice indeed for a long. So I'll wait some more minutes here to take it long. Probably it's already good to take it long. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I think it's going to go up. So let's put 1.5 buy. Okay. And probably take profit. We can take profit here on this 114.72. 114.72. Yeah, this is nice. Take profit. And it is yeah, it is 5 minutes. Okay, let's leave it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if our decision is good. This is very bullish. If we jump from here like this, yeah, very bullish. we don't have many margin anyway on this one. To go up. Shorted it. Amazing.
yeah, you really shouldn't be trading either way, unless, like, again, you are very confident in the direction for a good chunk of profit. Is Billy Casper live right now? Is he awake right now? Yeah, the good old up and down wars, boy, I tell you. We should do a poll. How do I do a... Okay, what's this? YouTube poll. Create a poll. Create a poll! Ask a question. We're gonna do a poll, folks. Ask your community. We have a poll. We have a poll. Alright. Go on. Vote. Vote. Now the 4-minute here has a little bit of a little something maybe building here. Where's my entry? Everything's so damn slow. 42,822. 42,822. Death touch.
If Craig Wright is a Satoshi, then he will know the Genesis block.
Fatality.
It says he represents the Tanaka clan. You don't look like Tanaka.
Shidoshi Tanaka trained me.
What's the whole out?
He says Senzo Tanaka is his Shidoshi.
What's the difference if Bruce Springsteen is a Shidoshi?
No.
If Senzo Tanaka is his Shidoshi, then show us the Dimmak.
What the hell is a Dimmak?
Death touch.
Thanks. Vic, choose a break.
Okay, Frank. What about this one? Go! 4, 2, 1.
Oh, he's going.
Yes, folks, it's completely natural. I gotta talk to BitBoy and see what their costume should be in. Jesus Christ, here they go. Oh, take profit, man. I don't know about this one. You guys fucking are second to second. Have you no patience? Have you no bigger? Have you no sense of what could come in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days? To be honest with you, it's not worth me taking 60 grand, 70 grand, even 80 grand. Or potential that this could come out to, this has to play out. It just dumped. It's got to come back up a little bit. No, the idea, especially if I actually toss in another 1 or 2 mil to the account and really want to build a position, like a big position, the last thing I want to do is take any profits right now and get rid of my cushion. Because this cushion, if I want to double my positions, it gets cut. Wherever I enter it, it gets chopped in half. No way am I gonna realize this right now. No way. I already realized $15,000. We have another 60, 65. I'm sorry, not for this opportunity. If I'm gonna take a swing at this, I cannot be taking any profits off this. No way. I never take profits. Are you fucking retarded? Jesus Christ, these people are fucking stupid. I can't tell if he's trolling. He's probably trolling. Rahul. Where's Rahul? In fact, not just Rahul. Where's Pandelelanya? You sure right about that, Chaos. Half the chat is always bait. What are you talking? Everything I respond to is bait. you know, we have these people that come and go. That's another thing Gary Vee said in his interview thing that I watched. He said, you know, people come and go. Hang Delilanya, Rahul, like those, they were special. You know, these people, we like, you think Rahul and Hang Delilanya would be coming back. The amount of attention we gave them and what they meant for us. I'm not in the mood for music. The rain is my music. Nature. Probably has a life, yeah. Y'all can put on your own music. I'm the one it's my money on the table, folks. I cannot handle music right now. As am I, Hitesh. It's entertainment purposes, you know, only. We're entertainers at the end of the day too, and can't be a one-trick pony in this day and age. Although if that pony does backflips, that's one trick enough.
Quite frankly, I'm tired of every time I want to learn a new trade pattern, I have to watch some YouTube video of some 50-year-old motherfucker working at Charles Schwab with an expo marker and a whiteboard.
You fucking what, mate?
Fatality.
It's gonna fucking dump! Do you understand me? It's gonna fucking dump! Do you understand me?
Damn, I want to feel like that again. In order for me to feel like that again, I need to have more money on the books. Or I'm like going Super Saiyan. I need to put more money back on the books. I didn't make the soundboard. And you're damn right, it's my channel.
Listen.
Ain't no shit. I'll give a rat's ass what the hell you think.
We're going to the goddamn strip club. We're going to the goddamn strip club. What's this?
Keep pushing, baby. Keep dumping. Keep dumping, baby. Cause my money does the talking. Money talks. Oh fuck, it looks like this is the end. It's the end.
Yeah, there's none as good as the...
It's gonna fucking dump. Do you understand me?
That's definitely the best one.
Time to choose.
Fatality.
Yeah, or when people say you just got in early, it's like, man. I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about like if anyone's ever like if you're dating some girl and like her ex-boyfriend's like, he got in crypto, he just bought in early, he didn't earn his money. You're like, motherfucker, you don't even know. He just got in early. Like they know. Yeah, if you're, yeah, there's no more like Bitcoin 1000x. You definitely, if you're new, you definitely gotta get in shit coins for sure if you're doing the hodl thing. Yes, I love the rain. No, I would, listen, I would rather, what is this? No, this isn't enough. I would rather make 0 than have the price come to 42,500 per se and then come back down further and miss out on a potential cushion buffering to double this position. I make $50,000, $100,000 profit trades almost daily. This is not a trade opportunity where I want to take that. No, this no. No, I'm thinking if I can if I double my positions sometime after this, after the stream, I might load up and double these positions, and then if it goes down 10%, then I'll be up 600, 700k. I haven't had a $500,000 profit trade in a month or two, I believe. So don't all of you flopping and groping. I don't know why this ain't your money. You're flopping and groping over these numbers. You don't believe me? You must be new here. I do not care if you don't believe me. All my losses are public. I lost 230,000 live, 50,000 twice live, I think, in the past month. I hold the world record for the biggest loss ever live streamed. You must be new here. And you know what? Even if you don't, who gives a fuck? What do you care? You don't need to know everything about my money. What are you so concerned about another man's money for? Go ask that to every other YouTuber who doesn't even show shit. Fuck, I should have loaded up my account right now. That's not true. I started at what? On day after Christmas. I started the stream like 100k in the red or 50k in the red. Today, started stream entering a trade. So you are wrong. I'm fortunate and I win the majority of my trades. Pretty sure I was like 15-3 or something like that. Maybe 15-4 or 16-3, something like that. Past month and a half, something like that. I don't keep track. I know about how many losses I have, but wins it's hard to keep track of those. I don't know. I don't have a target area. Well, the spider lines would be actually what I'm like my play for this like daily VWAP and like kind of what I'm hoping for if I double this trade is that we come down to the same line that we touched when we went to 29k and bounced off of. This is the lifeline to me. Like, to me, this is where we have to hold. And in my, like, it's all I have, I feel like, to really go off of. Like, if we break through this spider line, then, you know, who's to say we fucking were? But, like, you know, everyone does trend lines straight across. That's not how it is. The spider lines prove that it's not so much straight across, although sometimes it is with some patterns. So I guess it could be both straight across, fucking, and this. But really, it's this one, bottom one. No, bottom one. So, I guess you could say my target, which is always juxtaposition, up for change. In a perfect world would be 37,000 or somewhere in here. I think that's let's see here. So this would be 13, 14 with 10% would be like 38, even 39 maybe. That would get me to 10%. That'd be like with just these positions, like 350k. That ain't enough. I'm probably gonna juice this, and it'd be nice to make another $500,000 trade. It's been a while. Philip Collins, thanks for your donation. All goes to charity. I do not comment about YouTube, but you know, we ain't going down that path. Thank you for your donation. Either goes to kids with cancer or fucking wounded veteran soldiers. what do I do with all my money? Most of it, nothing. Because, fucking taxes. Most of it is held in stasis, not benefiting, hiring, expanding because of fear of me being fucked. At least for me.
Сразу волнение, сразу
10 minutes. Trading against the higher time frame, lower time frame.
А вот, да? Не, ну она просто бурлит. Что она идет.
Да.
Yeah, do a little spot trading with shit coins here and there.
So, So, we managed to go above this AOX. This is very important. 10 minutes. 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 10 It can mean depletion of power for the peers, and we might, money fall might go up.
Yeah, I'd rather not like talk at some conference. I did one time in
Hello,
Vegas
everyone.
for the
I hope you
token
get-
tank thing, and I didn't sleep. I was oozing out alcohol out of my pores. I was like shaking because my body was nervous. I sounded like I was crying when I was presenting. It was totally fucking terrible. I still had like 3 hedge fund managers come up to me and people swore me afterwards. It was the worst presentation I ever gave in my life, but it still got the job done. I prefer to be in my cave. I do not yearn for fame, or to have a picture on my profile of some little turd microphone pressed up against my cheek like I know something. Oh, he's talking about he has a turd microphone on his, a tan turd bean microphone on his cheek. He's smart. Pre-market action looking like, let's see. Oh, the Dow falls. Oh, and there's our boy. There's my boy, Jamie Dimon. We were just talking about Jamie Dimon earlier. He's on the front page of CNBC. I like Jamie Dimon. I admire him.
You guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yep, let's just get into it. We could see that Bitcoin is at 42,562. And yep, I just want to reiterate what this YouTube channel is about. I deleted some YouTube comments today just because they were so ridiculous. Basically saying like, when is Bitcoin going to 10x next? When's the next 1,000% gain? And I don't even think they could do the math. If they could, 1,000% gain from these levels is, we're gonna have to zoom out a little bit here. Next 1,000% is like at 400,000, or 42,000. Next 1,000% gain is right here, 457,000, basically a 10x. And we're not gonna get there overnight. So people who are doing that, please stop leaving comments like that. I mean, they're already blocked, but I delete them. I read them overnight, and it's pretty funny. But this channel is not about that. And if you guys are looking to get rich quick, this is not the channel for it. What we show here is how to properly look at the markets and do some correct analysis, and from there on you can make some trades and profit them in the short term. Right? We also do some long-term analysis, but we don't cover that as much because we kind of know where this is gonna head anyways. Due to our Sunday economic outlooks, that gives us a pretty good idea of what's gonna be happening in the market. So yeah, moving on. With Bitcoin right now coming back down, getting rejected from basically this yellow line right here, getting just some wicks above 43,900. You could have opened some short at these levels, and now you'd be in a pretty decent profit at the moment. I was actually going to open some shorts at 44,200, but we ended up coming back down before that. I was pretty tired this morning, and now 3.5% profit. I see some people making some short trades in the Discord. Congratulations, making really good gains. And yeah, at the moment we could take a look at the DBSI as well, turning a little bit more bearish now with a 10 and a 4, so flipping from a very bullish scenario, 20, 23, 24, right, and then -3 and a -5 and a -5 right here on the DBSI. So things were looking pretty optimistic until now. But yeah, I just want to reiterate, we always want to look at the larger time frames, and the larger time frames show that on the weekly time frame we have a -5 on the DBSI and a 14, and you can see that the money flow is starting to decrease, and the VWAP is also starting to anchor down a little bit here. I could definitely see the VWAP extending down maybe for another dip like this, and the momentum waves are also down as well, so not the greatest scenario at the moment. We could also take a look at the monthly time frame if you guys want to see that. It's gives us a bigger picture, even bigger than the weekly, and we can see that on the monthly time frame, in my opinion, this is a very, very big, as we can see right here, this is a pretty big bearish divergence in my opinion on the monthly time frame. So I may be bearish at the moment, but it's for good cause. We can see that right now we have a 17 and a -5 on the monthly time frame. So that's pretty strong numbers to be bearish on with Market Cipher. So also, if you guys haven't already, you guys can get Market Cipher. The link's in the description. And yeah, so that's reiterating why I'm bearish at the moment. But long term, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I don't know why I keep getting messages that I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin just because we may have a little bit of a slump right now. Let's say we do come back down to 20,000, 30,000, and we trend sideways for maybe half the year until October. We might get our blow off top near the end of 2022, or maybe into the first quarter of 2023. Nobody said that you gotta finish the year off after 1 year bull run and then 3-year bear market cycle. That's not how it works. We can see that the first year we had a 371 day the first cycle we had a 371 day run up to 8,500%, and that's from the first halving. Of the second halving we had a 518 day a bull run, and that was 3,189%. And now we have yet to see when this bull run's going to end. In my opinion, I don't think this is the end. I think it's not going to repeat itself. These cycles are not the same. We're always going to do something different, and we're always going to be in price discovery. We might even do something like this, right? Who knows what we're going to do? This might stretch on into 2023 to 2024. We don't know what the future is going to reserve for us, but what I do believe in is diminishing returns. So you're not going to get a
Bitcoin and
10,000%
Ethereum
pump
did when I
in
shorted
Bitcoin
it.
at the moment, right?
When I
Maybe down
entered
the
this
road,
short,
who knows?
It looks
Like
it
overall,
looked
right
just
now,
like
if you're looking for
this.
10,000% pumps,
It
you're
was
better off
when it was like right here.
dipping your toes into little altcoins like VeChain, VITD, USD, or even Shiba Inu. It's looking really bad on this chart because I'm on a weekly time frame, but we'll go back right now on the Bitcoin chart. There we go. So yeah, that basically is my explanation for the for our long-term outlook. Is always
Or
bullish on
size
Bitcoin.
gap, right?
I don't
See,
think we're
these
going to
are
zero.
kinda
I
gap.
don't
This
think
looks
so
kind
at
of
all.
weak. I would expect
People
Ripple
who
to
think
fall a
that
little
probably
bit.
don't understand what Bitcoin does and what the technology holds
Oh, yeah.
behind it. And yeah, at the moment we can see that we are holding these levels quite nicely. If we get another dip on Bitcoin right here towards the downside,
I mean,
and
it
we
doesn't.
form a bit of a
it
bullish
doesn't look
divergence. If we do
as
come
bad.
back all the way down to 39,800 and the RSI starts to have a stronger
But
signal,
yeah,
then
this
yeah,
also,
I would
yeah,
be
like
maybe
this
opening
little,
some
see
longs
how
at
it's
these
like
levels,
looking,
and then
momentum
maybe
coming over,
hold
y'all
it
coming
on
over.
for
This is,
maybe who knows how
yeah.
far we could go with a nice pump.
but I don't
You
really know.
after
I don't
all,
know what's going
when
on
we
with their
dipped
case
down
and everything.
back in
and, you know,
June of
whatever.
2024, we did go all the way down to 29,000. Right? People didn't think that we would go even further. Some people were thinking that's it, 31,000 is the bottom, and then we pumped up to 40,000, and then we reversed back down all the way to 28, and then we had a wick down there to liquidate some longs, and then eventually a slow
here
bleed
comes
down,
the
and then
floodgates
we
of
rocketed it up
shitcoins
all
everyone
the way
wants
to
me to look at.
42,000.
They all look
Got
the
a
same.
nice little
Dow down to
bull
224.
flag pattern right here, and then another rocket up
Dump
towards
it.
the upside to 47,000.
And
Right now, could we be
If that
preparing for
shit's
something like this?
dumping,
Absolutely.
hopefully
I saw
when the
that MMM
market's
Crypto's
open,
video today. He was
bada
talking
boom,
about this big
crypto dumps
falling
too.
wedge right
What's
here,
going
which
on
would
with
be a bullish
Doge?
pattern. And we did get rejected at the moment from these levels. We draw a little bit better than that.
Interesting.
And then we could
Doge
potentially
jumps
maybe be
9%
coming back
on
down
the
to
front page. That means that shit's
39,200
gonna
to
dump as soon as the
39,500.
market opens too.
Right, that's
This
a
is
very,
this
very
is
good
gonna dump
possibility. So
when market opens.
if we do
'cause
come down
they
to
got,
those levels,
look at
in my
this
opinion-
fucking bait. Look at this fucking bait. I'd be surprised if Doge don't dump when the market's open. I'll be very surprised. Or soon after the market's open. That's what happened yesterday. Yeah, yesterday price was creeping up. Let's look at the what does the super low time frames look like? Not bad on the 30-second. Oh, 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 oh. What did we say, folks? The gap, the trap, the gap, the trap, gap, trap, gap, trap, gap, trap. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, you know. It's going up now. The price is going up right now. Even though the price is up here. But it's going up now. There's no stopping it, right? We'll see. If I am going to juice these trades, if I decide to double my position sizes, a repeat of yesterday is what I'd want. Wow, time's flying. The markets are going to open in like an hour. We got like an hour and what, 20 minutes or something? Alright. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know. I guess we got at least another hour and a half of streaming. Oh boy. No, said sir. How come I feel this little poke? I feel this little cold nose poke me. Your cold little nose poked me. When did you start poking me to get attention? When did you learn to poke me when you wanted attention? I know you want to snuggle. You're so sweet. You're so special.
I would be opening some longs possibly. You know, we have been bleeding for quite a good amount of time, and if we do keep this going and we do get a pump towards the upside, I don't think it would be by that much, but we'll see what we have what happens. If you guys want to see my trades during the Discord, you guys could definitely check.
You know, ever since November 5th, 2020, not this past November, 2 months ago, the November before that, the day after the election, we longed oil. It's up 80%, and as this world dwells into chaos, inflation, war, rising costs of getting by, that gasoline in short supply, the rising cost of getting by. Oil is going to continue to increase, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. I believe, perhaps, maybe, oil will increase at an exponential rate. Better than gold, better than real estate, better than everything, better than water. If I had to put my money in one asset, including crypto, gold, real estate, if I could only put all of the money I had in one asset for the next 10 years, 5 years, 5 years for sure oil, 10 years probably oil. 100%. Cannot stress that enough. Yeah, we've been stuck at 192,000 subs though. We've been stuck at, YouTube gets us stuck at, we get stuck, this channel. Actually, yeah, we'll take a look at this. Still at 23 cents. Nothing new. To be honest, I'm not really, looking at the chart right now is kind of pointless to me until markets open. Again, I would rather make 15,000 in realized P&L and lose this than miss out on $300,000 or $400,000 profit tomorrow or the next day cushion. Keeping this position is my potential cushion to double down. Cameron, on the momentum waves, Head and Shoulders. Absolutely. In fact, Head and Shoulders, if you see like a nice looking Head and Shoulders on the momentum wave, it'll play out much more often. It's like 99.9% on a momentum wave.
Hello, everyone. I'm talking.
Yes, markets open 9:30, but also 15 minutes after that.
Hi, I'm Max Kaiser.
A lot of other, like that's like the nine. There's a lot of like E-Trade and Ameritrade and Ameriprise and a whole lot of other internet shit actually opens 15 minutes later. So there's like 2 openings. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a gun nuthead, but I like my guns, and my aim is very, very true. I have good aim. I shoot. How much does Market Cipher cost? Go to the website, bro. It's in the description. Market Cipher Trading. You can go to marketcipher.com, marketciphertrading.com, click on buy, and see the options yourself. Go there yourself. One of my guns, for some reason, I do have terrible aim with. I don't know what it is, but all of the guns I've ever shot, all the guns I own, there is one in particular I have terrible aim with. No, it's actually a pistol. But my other handguns, great aim, rifles, great aim, everything great aim. But there's one in particular, even out the box, I suck at shooting it. But I got a laser on it now. I got a laser and beaming flashlight. Those little flashlights are extremely powerful and blinding. And I got a laser on it, so wherever the laser's at, it hits. Damn, you work at Sig Sauer. That's pretty badass. Yeah, when the cop walks up there, I hate those. I hate that shit, man. I hate it when cops shine that fucking light in your face. Yeah, that always pissed me off. Sid, come on, buddy. I gave you treats. I gave you food. You just are so affectionate. I love you, Sid. You are my favorite. You need to go and get a bath. You need to go to the groomer, don't you? Didn't Marin, the astrology girl, call the 14th? Didn't she say look for the 14th? For like a dump or something? I just recently discovered her. She's pretty cool. She's been in our community too, in our Discord. She uses Market Cipher. She did it. She did a astrology wheel reading for me a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so I believe that means dude, the chart looked like 3 days of dump last time, so if the retrograde would be 14th, that would make sense if there was a pump on the 17th. The astrology girl, her name is Maren. M-A-R-E-N, I believe, is her. She's on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok. Or, yeah, Maren. M-A-R-E-N. She's like super fucking popular. She like knows all these celebrities. She's had like angry liberals accuse her of being like she's gone through some tough stuff. Stalkers and shit. I thought I had it bad. I have had it bad. But she's had people like a group of people like bang on her door and come up to her house and shit. It's fucked up. Thank you, Caleb. Just getting started. Hopefully this turns into a fatty. No, people accuse her of being a Satanist and shit, weirdo group. She's not. She's a little astrology girl, but she's had some like wacko hate groups come after her and shit. Like, she ain't into that shit. She's just in their little astrology thing. Leave her be. There's so many actual bad people out there and scum and scammers, and like people focus their attention on the wrong shit. Yeah, the moon definitely. I mean, have you seen? Ask hospital. Have you seen hospitals on full moons? Drivers on full moons. Oh, this shit changes the water oceans. We're 75% water. My, in a perfect world, hopeful target is that sometime in the next 3 days we dump down to 30, high 36s, 37, or somewhere in here, or hell, even here 40k, you know. Fishing on full moons, yep. Dow's down to 260, minus 260 now. We've seen worse, but yeah, that's good. I'll be able to move funds in time. I know you were just about to poke me with your nose. You little cold nose. You're such a good boy. No, we said come on, man, come on. Alright. This is it. Okay. Hopefully that. Oh, okay. Alright, so the front page changed a little. On the old CNBC. They moved meme log down to here. Okay. Man, they really shit on you.
Fatality.
Take a look at these gaps. You know, these strengths. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, 20 minutes. Gapping up. Good. Ooh, 10 minute. Oh, VWAP coming down. Oh. Barley's got a little something. It's trying to fight there, but. J Dash, thank you for your donation. I can't answer that, brother. Oh damn, we had a $100 donation for every asshole on YouTube telling people to buy the dip. Thank you for your donation, Carmine.
This is the Kaiser Report. Stacy, where are we?
We are still in San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. We're on our way. The second half, in fact, we will be in San Salvador, El Salvador. But I just want to say, you know, we enjoyed the New Year's here, and the last year, 2021, we exited and we had 70 new all-time highs in the stock market. We saw the markets were up 27% on 2021. And yet, we see headlines like this. We have a powerful weapon to fight inflation. Price controls. It's time we use it. Yes, this was the big article over the Christmas New Year break, and that was in The Guardian in the UK. And they're calling for price controls. Despite the price controls, you might say, the price fixing on stock markets. Remember, everything that QE and central banks do is about pushing the price up relentlessly.
Yeah, I was thinking along similar lines about price controls. You know, they're referring to stuff that people are buying at the store that's going up in price because of inflation. And so the government of various countries, including the United Kingdom, are saying, hey, you know, we need to come in there and fix the prices. This is a policy that, of course, has never worked throughout history. But as you point out, the problem is this, and for those who want to get the broader context, who want to kind of understand on a deep level what is the story here, as you are alluding to, this all refers back to another price-fixing scam that's been going on for 40 years, and that is the price-fixing scam when it comes to money. Now remember, we supposedly live in a free enterprise, free market economy in the United States and in Great Britain and elsewhere. If that were true, then the price of money or interest rates would also be involved in a free market. But they're not. There's a Politburo in the United States called the Open Market Committee, the Federal Open Market Committee, the FOMC. And they engage in price fixing. And they do so for the benefit of their owners, and these are the banks, that glean hundreds of billions, if not trillions, of profit that's moved from savers, moved from the workers, over to the speculators. We've been documenting this now on this show for 13, going on 14 years. We've been talking about it in various other content for 18 years. So it is a price fixing is the problem. If you want a free market, you've got to let the market be free. You can't have half of the market free and then half the market fixed. You end up with the problem that we have today.
I don't have the headline here, but during the Christmas and New Year break, I did read an article whereby they interviewed, I think his first name is Thomas, but Honig. He was the former head of the Kansas City Fed, and he was one of the dissenters. He was the lone dissenter. So, you know, the FOMC always, they always want unanimity in all their decisions. There was one dissenter, 2010, 2011, and then he was basically ousted, right? Honig, who was against quantitative easing. And the reason was, he didn't say it was because of inflation. He, in fact, only maybe mentioned inflation once in all of his dissents, because remember, FOMC meeting notes are not released for 5 years. So 5 years later, we saw that he was saying exactly the situation that happens now. Essentially, he was warning of the Cantillionaire effect. He was saying that the wealth and income gap would surge, that it would cause asset prices to soar, and that the wealthy would get wealthier, and this would destabilize our societies. And lo and behold, that happened. He was forced out because, of course, the cultural elite loved Bernanke, loved the money printing. They and their friends got wealthier, and they thought they in their mind believe that they are just and good people, and they believe in all sorts of social justice warrior sort of causes, so that they deserve this money and that this was their reward for good behavior and good thought. Well, the fact is, like, he warned of this situation. And in this article, the reason why this woman is saying that we need to have price fixing is because of a Fed chart. And this shows the non-financial corporate business profits after tax. Since we went off the gold standard, it's been soaring. So you see way back to, you know, while we were on the gold standard, their profits were not excessive. But look, from 2001, when China entered the World Trade Organization and the US companies could send all of our jobs to China, you started to see the profits for the elite just take off. And then you see it again in 2008, 2009, when quantitative easing started. And look at what we have now post-pandemic, and this is the massive money printing while forcing all the small companies, medium-sized enterprises to shut down, lock down, and have huge costs, having to compete on this supply chain disruption situation against massive corporations like Walmart, who could hire their own tankers and go get goods from China.
Right, so what we've established here is that the American economy, under the dictate of the Federal Reserve Federal Open Market Committee, is central planning. And since financialization is by far, by a huge factor, the single biggest component of the economy, we can say that America is a centrally planned economy. It's not a capitalist or free market economy. It hasn't been for many decades. And when you look at the profitability of these corporations, one has to keep in mind that the profitability of a corporation is contained to some degree to the ecosystem or business ecosystem in which they live. So if you took, let's say, one of those mighty oak trees out on the Pacific coast, and you try to grow it into a pot that you would normally grow a geranium in. Okay?
One of the redwood trees.
One of the redwood trees, right? Yeah. So you have a pot, and you're going to grow a plant in that pot, and the plant is constrained by the fact that it's in a pot. Any corporation in the world cannot grow to a size that's greater than the entire planet. When you have trillion dollar companies, you're essentially saying, well, this redwood tree somehow grew in this pot that we normally grow geranium in. Okay, obviously, the only way you can do that is if you have a direct connection, a transfer payment from the federal bank that's printing money, and it's bypassing the economy, it's bypassing labor, it's bypassing savers, it's bypassing capitalism.
is exactly what happened yesterday. Literally was pumping. I think it actually dumped a few minutes after the market opened, like 15-20 minutes after. I could be wrong. How's the short going? I'm up 15, 49, 50, almost 60 grand so far. It's like we had some pencil necks crawl out of the woodworks, folks. We had some pencil necks coming out of the bushes, boys. They just all magically just showed up just now. Oh. Pre-markets. Ooh, Dow's down 301 points. Ooh. Come on, you're telling me, listen, everyone says CNBC is the counter indicator. They got Memelon on the front page talking about Doge pumping. Come on. Listen, it's hard making a future play on the internet in crypto because people, oh, it's not now. It's not now. If it's not now, this very second, it's not right to them. Yeah. Hey, if it does pump, like I said, that's all right. The pencil necks will still be here, but if it dumps, they will disappear. It's actually 12 Thanks, Obama. I appreciate that, brother. Where am I aiming for profit? I know we have people keep joining, so I keep kind of re-explaining them. It's all good. I'm actually wanting a I'm looking for this position to actually be a cushion start where I can double down on both these positions, basically have 7-8 mil total trade, potentially have, let's come down here, here, or here, here, or here, 40, 38 something, 37, 12-hour candles. So unless we have a crazy big ass candle, which we probably won't. If we get a candle to 40,000, I'll take it. %. That would be 270K. I would take that. any advice for a bad trader? Figure out what you probably already know what you're doing wrong. Write down what you're just doing wrong. You know what you're doing wrong. Both, William. Depends on the situation. You're flopping and groping. Good evening, India. I love India. I fuck with India. No, Benny, you have not been banned.
Time to choose.
Fatality. I'll give a rat's ass what the hell you think. Look at these guys here. Look at them. One day, this door's gonna open.
Dow's back down to 265, minus 265. First market's open in 2 minutes, I believe. So we'll see what happens over the next 30 minutes, hour. See what happens. Oil is up 0.5%. It's Friday? What? I thought it was Tuesday today. Wow. Wow. I could have swore yesterday was Monday. For some reason, I thought yesterday was Monday. I thought yesterday we had a Monday dump yesterday. That's weird. I thought today was Tuesday. Oh boy. I ate already. The 7 minutes still has room. Michael's just come in. She's got a little time on her. She's got a little time on her. Maybe 42.5 at best. I'm thinking for that 42.5. And that 42.5, I feel like is. I'm not even saying it gets there, but. What? Putting up a fight. It's putting up a fight. Oh. Oh shit, stocks fell. Oh my god, Dow's down 400. Yo, yeah. Come on, baby. Come on. Doge is holding. Doge is holding. Bitcoin's got a little bit of time. The 7 minutes, 7 minute looks. She's got a little time here. Let's see what our crayons tell us. Alright, our magic crayons say maybe we have a few hours. Oh, the S&P's pumping now. Fuck.
Ooh, nice. Come on, break this one.
Yes, the Dow Jones was down 400. Now it's down to 340. We have the wave pool. It's the pencil neck chat troll box wave pool. Of course, I have many coins. I'm in the crypto business. I have coins coming, coins going, coins and tokens and nooks and crannies I've forgotten about.
I like oil more and more. Just amazing how it moves. Can I buy oil? No. I think I have it here. Oh, I bought and sold. Right. I sold here. Okay. Nice. Nice oil.
Hey, here comes the 42.5.
Euro is still lingering here. Come on, Euro. Ooh, very bullish. Huh. That's interesting for Bitcoin. Very low money fall. Maybe we can pump.
She's got time.
Maybe we can pump.
She's got time for. So there's still money flows just breaching. The RSIs are moving up, so she's got time to go up.
Did he take the profit? I went to shower. Not sure what he. Ah, still. He increased the positions. Okay. Well, he might be taking the profits now and going. If it's still, if Bitcoin still pushes up.
No, I've stated my thought process and strategy with this trade numerous times throughout the stream.
Yeah, I have to use it with conjunction.
I'm not looking to make 50, 60, 70k. I'm looking for a move where I can make 3, 4, 5, 600.
Okay, now pump Bitcoin. Pump and
Mostly based off of
yeah.
the 12 hour. So
okay,
that'll be a
okay,
couple
good.
days if it all works out.
Crypto face, please capitulate, take your profit and go, so that the price can go up even more. This is bullish, by the way, this structure. So it's something like bump and run. But whether we will pump to this level, we'll see. Oh, what was? So this is oil. I was very bullish. I won't short it. I should have bought more oil. I want to get out for these. And I'll play euro here, not Bitcoin. I have enough Bitcoin shit already. So this is quite bullish for Bitcoin. Now it crossed for the 15 minute. We can go up till here or here. So it can pump more. I think it can pump to this level 43. Let's say 350. Let's decrease a little bit. No, 400. 350. Okay. Come on.
It's just going into the pockets of the kleptocracy, as some call it, or the kakistocracy, the central planners. You know, on the left in America, they say, you know, we need to get rid of capitalism and bring back central planning. Ironically, because we have had nothing but central planning since Alan Greenspan in the 1987. Since the crash of 1987, when Greenspan, Robert Rubin, and Ronald Reagan essentially repudiated the free market and said we're going to get into the S&P futures buying business with the plunge protection team, or the working group on finance, coming out of the White House. On that day, and I was working on Wall Street on that day, the American system of free market enterprise died. And what we've had since is a kind of a mass hallucination that's given us now 100,000 overdose deaths last year, and calling that and rewarding that as a good way to make money. That's what's happened.
Well, I guess you could kind of say it's like Jack and the Beanstalk economy. Some companies, some individuals, some banks are given special beans, right? And their beanstalk can grow to the moon, where everybody else is shut down. And here's a Wall Street Journal article about that, essentially. U.S. companies are thriving despite the pandemic, or because of it. Revenues, profit margins have surpassed late 2019 levels for most public companies. Bigger firms have fared better than smaller ones. Nearly 2 years after the coronavirus pandemic brought much of the U.S. economy to a halt, public companies are recording some of the best ever financial results. Profit growth is strong. Most company sales are higher than they were before COVID-19, often well above. The liquidity crunch many feared in 2020 never materialized, leaving companies with sizable cash cushions. The stock market ended 2021 near record highs, and far fewer public companies filed for bankruptcy in 2021 than in the years before the pandemic. And they credit all the money printing, the huge amount of money printing. This is like the U.S. companies, but especially the publicly listed massive companies. They were given these special beans where their beanstalk can grow way higher, past the moon, past the stars, past the galaxy, you know, beyond everybody else.
Right, and another inconvenient truth that most people in America and the United Kingdom don't want to face because it's too ugly. But effectively, the big corporations got the regulators to kill off the competition. Okay, this is a mafia approach. You get the cops to raid the guy who's selling drugs next door to where you're selling drugs. And because the cops are corrupt, and they'll take a payoff. So the financial regulators in America are venal, which is a fancy way to say they're corrupt.
But also, like, so this woman in The Guardian who wants to have price fixing, this is for things where she's saying like it's like post World War II when there were supply chain crunches then and blah blah blah. But think about this, like, so she wants one of the biggest disruptions in supply chains has been to microchips, right? That's because like Taiwan makes most of them, but all of that stimulus saw millions and tens of millions of Americans buy durable goods from where? China. And all our durable goods, our washing machines, our refrigerators, and our cars and stuff like that have many microprocessors. So there was huge demand. The actual quantity of microchips made in the past 2 years exceeded the years before. So it's not an issue of like price fixing needed to rectify this. You have to just stop giving all the free money, stop printing money, and inflation will go down.
Right. I mean, she needs to put the price fixing after World War II into context of what caused World War II.
Most likely.
And that's money printing.
And that's pretty much it.
And so the fix was, you know, let's fix prices, but let's not address the money printing. Let's not disband the Bank of England, even though it has this incredibly deleterious impact on the UK economy and the global economy. It's really the first.
Going for bigger play. RSIs actually don't look bad. They're not as gapped as before, so we'll see where this can go, see if we can get a better entry.
Yes, this will help. Come on, let me get out of this mistake I made yesterday. Actually, it wasn't a mistake, but I had to close it. Earlier, I slept. Anyway, this is demo. Nothing special. But it was. It could have. If I placed take profit, it could have some profit. Now, with crypto face out of the way, price will even accelerate more. So that's nice. Yeah, money flow is going up, so tough call for crypto face. But he's doing the right thing, immediately closing any losses. So just he's trading very. I mean, the right way. You should immediately cut losses. And he's doing that, which I appreciate. He's a very good trader. He's actually a nice trader. You cannot have profit if you don't cut your losses.
Girlfriend. We don't live together.
Give me a little bit more. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Thank you. Close them all. Let's also give me a little bit more.
You can't
here.
say you counter trade me if I've made $24,000.
Come on, just push. I'll close it if it goes to 5. Anyway, doesn't matter. I went. Yeah, this was a mistake of mine. I was holding the back for too long, but yeah, I didn't want to realize any. I mean, nothing can be known. It can go to this level, then from there it can reverse from here. So, although it looks bullish with divergence, nothing is known. So, I prefer to cover myself. Okay, and Theta is going up. Yeah. Morifo is looking very good.
No, I wouldn't want to. Why hold my position? It looks like it's got a couple hours of steam left in it.
Yeah.
I can get a better entry.
Euro USD is still lingering. What the fuck? It was so strong yesterday. Oil is just crashing. Oil is crashing everyone on its way. Yeah, Euro. I don't like it today. I don't like it.
You guys can't say it was a bear trap when the price is you can't say it was a bear trap. The price went all the way down just because I didn't take profits for my goal wasn't to make 60,000. I make 50,000. I've been making 50,000, 100,000 every single fucking trade besides 3 trades for the past month and a half. 4 or 5 days a week. I haven't had a $500,000 trade in over a month. And I smell an opportunity to get one, and that's what I'm going to be going for. You'll see.
So options, according to the options, we should have 44.3 tomorrow. So today, maybe we can go to 54.3 is too much. I think we'll stop here. Yeah, just a little bit more and probably we'll stop here. But anyway, I have to go on a birthday party. Today it's Friday, so we'll see tomorrow. After a while, it's still 5 p.m. but yeah, time is passing by so quickly.
Going on Litecoin.
It's pumping very well. Nice. Litecoin is 7%. I have a bag of Litecoin also. Very nice to see. And I'm transacting mainly with
Same
Litecoin.
shit that's everything else has been doing.
Because it's cheaper. The transaction is the cheapest.
I don't know what everyone's so hyped about. It just it's just like everything else. It drops, it comes up. It just went down. It hasn't even come up to where it was before.
Oh, CryptoFace did very well indeed. Nice trade. He just should have taken a little bit more profit, like 30-40%. The rest, you know, play out. So it's fine. But it pumped nicely.
Geez, I wonder how many of these guys, so our viewership increased only like maybe 100, 200. I actually don't even know. But imagine never mind.
You know, if Bitcoin continues like that, if it goes through this gap, this window, and goes above the cloud, it would be terribly bullish. However, if it stops here, we will turn around, I think. But let's see.
Of the major, it's the first central bank that we know of, going back to, I guess, 1796, I believe. And it's the model upon which feudalism can continue and wash itself as a market economy. It's feudalism, thanks Bank of England. So, but of course, that would require a much broader education on behalf of the writer of that article, which is obviously not the case. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, much more coming your way. Welcome back to the Kaiser Report. I'm Max Kaiser. Time now to turn to Samson Mao of Blockstream and Infinite Fleet. Samson, welcome back.
Thank you, Max. Great to be back.
Right, here we are in San Salvador, El Salvador, where there's a peaceful revolution going on with Bitcoin being made legal tender and, of course, the Bitcoin bond. You were instrumental, if not the chief architect, on these bonds, working with President Bukele. It's shaken the world of finance. It's a revolutionary new concept that this startup nation of El Salvador is really basing a whole new economy on. Tell us about it.
The Bitcoin bonds are a $1 billion bond. The first one is called the Volcano Bond, and it will go half into buying Bitcoin and half into building energy infrastructure and mining equipment. So this will be a 10-year bond with a 6.5% coupon, and at the end you get your principal back. But the interesting thing about this bond is the Bitcoin component will contribute to a special kicker. So for the first 5 years you get 6.5%, but in the final 5 years you get 6.5% plus a special Bitcoin dividend, which, depending on Bitcoin price, could make the total coupon size 90%, 120%. Your best guess is my best guess, but it's going to be good.
Right. So for institutions who are looking for exposure to Bitcoin, this is a great way to do it because you're being paid 6.5% essentially to wait for the Bitcoin move. And a lot of people, they don't like the volatility, but here you're getting the 6.5% coupon and you don't have to really worry about the volatility. As I understand it, the Bitcoin's basically locked up for 5 years and
Yes.
then they start to pay out. Now, you told me on another podcast that the Volcano Bond, in your view, is probably the most significant advance in Bitcoin since Bitcoin.
I think so, because it is very innovative on a number of levels. So as we know, institutional investors are starved for yield. They're trying their best to get yield. They're trying to access Bitcoin, but they don't necessarily have the means to get into Bitcoin. This bond fixes that. So they can buy the bond, they can have that Bitcoin upside, and it fits with their mandates, their charters, which would otherwise stick them into buying something like a mining stock or something less efficient than the Volcano bonds. So I think it's going to be a big game changer. The other thing is these bonds are going to be traded 24/7, 365 because it is a crypto asset. It is a token issued on the Liquid network, which is a federated Bitcoin sidechain. It will be traded on exchanges like Bitfinex and others. So you're going to have 24/7 trading and a massive pool of liquidity, which is not that common with bonds.
Right, and we're talking big numbers, we're talking about the bond market and international investors. Let's talk about the Salvadoran who is working a job and they've just been told that Bitcoin's been made legal tender and it's something very new to them. So let's talk about the average Salvadoran. How does Bitcoin going to impact their life?
Well, the biggest thing is Salvadorans now will get the hardest money known to mankind, which is Bitcoin. They can earn Bitcoin, they can easily change their money into Bitcoin using the Chivo wallet, and they have this access to the future financial system today, which is not that common. So most countries are not looking at Bitcoin, they're not making Bitcoin legal tender, they're just printing more money. But here you have El Salvador riding the wave of the future, right? They're riding that wave of the future right to prosperity because ordinary Salvadorans will be able to accumulate Bitcoin and stack sats easily. And they could potentially access the bond as well. The interesting thing about the Volcano bond and the Bitcoin bonds is we want it to be accessible to ordinary people. Usually when you buy a bond, they're $1,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or millions of dollars if you look at the current minimum sizes of the current bonds out there. And that's not something a normal person can get. But because we're using Liquid, because it is a token, we can go down to $100 minimum size. So a normal person, perhaps it's a Salvadoran living abroad, maybe they're in Canada, and they want to help their country. They can buy a piece of this bond and contribute to the economic prosperity of their nation.
I took a tour recently of downtown San Salvador, and just a few years ago, the area was a no-go zone. You know, it reminded me of New York City back in the 1970s. There were areas where you would never want to go into New York City. And then we had really the deregulation revolution of the 1980s and Reaganomics, as it was called. And New York City became a much, much different place. So when I look at downtown San Salvador, it seems like this could be a place where it attracts a lot of artists. It attracts a lot of entrepreneurs. Is this the kind of place like Berlin after the fall of the Berlin Wall, or New York in the 70s when Soho became a huge art center? Could that happen to downtown San Salvador?
Definitely. I see Bitcoin as a big draw. It's going to bring people here because most countries actually, they want to surveil you more. In the US, right, they want to look at where $600 transactions come from. You have to report them, right? It's not there yet, but that's definitely a direction they're going in. Whereas in El Salvador, they're making Bitcoin legal tender. They're making money again, which is a very rare thing in the world today.
Let's make money again.
Let's make money again. It's a rarity. And I think it's sort of like El Salvador is this oasis of sanity in a world of craziness, right? We're living in clown world today with crazy health mandates to deal with COVID, and monetary policy has just gone insane. Money printing is out of control. And here you have this sea of tranquility. You know, you have Bitcoin as legal tender.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Normal regulations about everything else.
Fuck.
And there's no forced mandates on vaccines and everything like that. I think that will draw people. That will bring people to El Salvador. Not.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Oh, the Bitcoin took. Fuck, why didn't this work?
One good practice is to not to trade when you have a loss. So what CryptoFace is doing is quite risky. I mean, from emotional and psychological perspective. I also make a lot of mistakes because no one is flawless, but it's a small position for him. But I also think it might go up more, especially the 15-minute. It's looking quite bullish. If we break this level, if we break this level, it's going to look amazingly bullish. And we haven't been bullish for a while, for many weeks. Options expire at 44k max pain, so we'll see. Maybe the big players will pump the price to 44k. I think it's too high for today, 44k, but yeah. That was a bad call for the euro, so I cannot place a trade only on this one indicator. It's not going to, it's going to wreck me. So keep using my market cipher, and where it took this, so it was right there somewhere. There. Yeah, it was high. Should have waited more, but even if I waited, I wouldn't be in a good position. So the conclusion is it should cross. That's the conclusion. And the 15 minutes should look like crossing. Otherwise, no trade. Yeah. That's why I like to practice in demo, because this kind of shit shouldn't happen in real accounts. Now it's pumping, but you don't know if it's going to turn around from there. And
not just builders and engineers and that type of personality, but the artists too. Like you're saying, they could come to and populate the downtown San Salvador and bring art.
Yeah, it seems like sound money encourages common sense. And I saw it just the other day. President Bukele had sent out a kit for folks who are fighting the COVID pandemic, and included was, get a lot of exercise.
Yeah.
And here's some ivermectin, and here's some other treatments, which is all based on common sense approach. And but this common sense seems completely absent in Canada, where you come from, or the United States, where the fiat money mentality and the ability for some to print money, no matter how poorly they perform as politicians or as business people, has totally corrupted the society and the values in those societies. And it's very refreshing to be here in El Salvador, where it seems like people are just willing to follow something that's more common sense. Your thoughts?
Definitely. I don't believe in forcing people to take the vaccine. And you're seeing that in Canada and other countries too. And it's almost like they're trying to segment the population and turn people against one another. And here you have President Bukele saying, you can get it if you want. You have a choice. And in other countries, you no longer have a choice. And that's just descending into this insane clown world.
Yeah, I think that part of it, as we're saying, when you have Bitcoin as your legal tender and the foundation of your economy, you're very excited to see where you can go with this. And you want to build stuff. And you don't want to get mired into distractions that seem motivated by folks that are not really interested in seeing success and entrepreneurialism. But let's talk about Bitcoin City for a second. So Bitcoin City is, on the surface anyway, an enormous ambitious project. I was there at the event. You were on stage with President Bukele. He unveiled Bitcoin City. He unveiled the volcano bonds. That you were the architect of those bonds. And tell us more about Bitcoin City.
So Bitcoin City, I think, is akin to a special economic region. It's a place where you can go, set up your company, live there, and have zero tax on almost everything, just VAT tax. So no corporate tax, no payroll tax, no income tax, no capital gain tax. It's almost like paradise for people, right? And you pair that with the Bitcoin law, and I think you just have the perfect storm, right? If you set up a special economic region like that somewhere else in the world, but it's still based in that legacy financial system, the fiat economy, I don't think it would reach the level of success that Bitcoin City in El Salvador will, because you have that Bitcoin component. If you look at Hong Kong, right, it's a major economic center. They have very favorable taxation. It's very open and free. But if you set up a company in Hong Kong now, can you get a bank account? Maybe you can't, right? It's because money has become that tool for surveillance. And the banks, they have to comply, right? They don't want to. It's a massive cost, like running an exchange in another life. I know when you have more and more compliance, that increases your business operational cost, right? So for Hong Kong, like, you can't get a bank account. So even if you have those favorable conditions, it doesn't matter almost. But here in El Salvador with Bitcoin City, you've got both. You have those favorable conditions for business, and you have the Bitcoin law, which means you can have money that is just simply money.
Right, that's a key part of the story that I think appeals to anybody from a big corporation down to the pupusa salesperson on the street, is that the transactions are without any censorship, and there's nobody that can stop these transactions, and the money that you make is not going to be inflated away out of existence.
Exactly.
And that creates in El Zonte, which is really the beginning of the Bitcoin revolution here in El Salvador at Bitcoin Beach, immediately you heard the phrase circular economy. Okay, what is that?
Actually, I popularized that.
Okay, tell us about it then.
I was giving talks like maybe in 2016. That was when the Lightning Network was starting to come into being.
45 minutes
so
is walking
the Lightning
very
Network is a layer 2 of Bitcoin. So Liquid is one layer 2. Then you have Lightning.
Also, yeah,
but the key for Lightning is it enables microtransactions. Buying coffee, buying pupusas, and your transactions are free and instantaneous. So
CryptoFace, get the fuck out.
When you're transacting on the Bitcoin main chain, you have to pay fees to the miners. Sometimes the fees are low, sometimes they're high. It changes based on demand. But with the Lightning Network, you can have
I agree with him.
the
I mean,
circular
daily
economy
is
where you can
looking
get paid
bearish, but
and
3
spend
hours
it all in one go.
time
So
frames.
it's circular because you're earning and spending Bitcoin. You don't need to go back out. You don't need to get your paycheck in dollars, buy Bitcoin, spend the Bitcoin, replenish your Bitcoin holdings. You can earn Bitcoin and spend Bitcoin without exiting and going back to that fiat legacy system. And I think the key here is that you remove friction. You let Bitcoin become a currency. So anyone can earn Bitcoin, receive Bitcoin, spend Bitcoin, and there's zero friction.
So this gets back to, of course, the scaling question. That was always part of the Bitcoin story.
Look at the chat and tell me why you wouldn't be talking. I've been good. You tell me. There's nothing to say. Really not trying to scalp trade in the first place. I'm actually probably going to pull out of these and take the 20K and wait, because the VWAP is kind of curving up a little bit.
That's a wise decision.
And I'll cry with the 20 grand I end up with.
Yeah,
We'll call tonight.
I like how he's trading. He's still on profit. He's still in the money.
Good stream.
Although he
fun stuff. Even though we have record-setting pencil necks in. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's crazy. It's. I gotta speak on it. I've never seen. I can't believe that so many people hate watch the whole time. I've made profit almost $1 million in the last like 6 weeks. Had 3 trades go red, man. I'm telling you, more people should live stream their trades. More people should do it. So many experts. But it's all good, part of the business. And making 20K is a bad trade for a night. I'll fucking take it. So, alright, I'll see you guys later. And it's not about these people. It's okay to be wrong. What are you talking about, man? It's not about right and wrong. It's not about right and wrong. It's about profit or loss. Do you see this?
That's I agree.
I literally
completely.
said,
That's
it's
exactly.
even if I came out with 0, it's all good. I'm
Yeah.
going for a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 play. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Making 50K, 60K, like it ain't. Now, I'm not trying to sound like a douche. It is worth it. But that's not, you know what I'm saying? You don't, you know. It's been a month or 2 months since I've made 300,000 or 400,000 in one trade, and that's what I'm going for. So suck my balls, nerds. And thank you, everyone. Love you guys. See you guys later.
Cheers.
From day one. And this scaling question, I guess it could be summed up in one phrase. Can I use Bitcoin to buy a cup of coffee?
Yes.
And that was said many, many times. And as a result, there were these hard forks and these other projects that came along that claimed to solve that problem. It seems, however, that Lightning and the introduction of Lightning and the popularity of Lightning has actually put those side projects in the shadows.
Yes, that was a very powerful narrative back in 2016, 17. You know, we cannot buy coffee with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not able to be transacted as money. But if you have a blockchain, you basically cannot have scale because you need to replicate every transaction and store it in every single node. That's why you need layer 2 solutions like Liquid and like Lightning.
All right, we're going to carry this over to a second segment, Samson. But for now, thanks for being on Kaiser Report. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Kaiser Report with me, Max Kaiser, and Stacey Herbert. Want to thank our guests, Samson Mao, Blockstream, and Infinite Fleet. Until next time, bye, y'all.
Shit, I'm still live streaming. Okay. Even if I don't have viewers, I mean it's a trading journal, which I appreciate. 3 hours and 2 hours before that, 5. Okay. Shit. That's one mistake I always do. If I waited for the take profit, I would have hit it. But I'm just too quick to get out. Of course, this was wrong trade, but I should have waited more. This is something I just cannot handle. I mean, it's the most difficult thing is to sit on your hands and do nothing. You need to have amazing how to say constitution or willpower to solve this. Yeah, money flow is looking good. 60%. Anyway, I think I'll not be wrecked on this one. Here I have also 27% long. You know what? I'll be taking the euro USD. Euro USD. Yeah, let's exercise on this one. This is still dumping. Very bad call here. Very bad call. If I shorted this one, I could continuously short this one, and yeah. So 15 minute, not 5 minutes. Look, the 15 minute is looking amazing. And through all this time I could have made this profit. Maybe I'll see this on the 15 minute. It's now it's going down. Okay, so let me see. Oil. Oil probably I'll sell too. Okay. So guys, I'll be ending the stream. That was it for today. Very interesting price action from Bitcoin, from oil today. Not much from the euro, but I was wrong on this one. Yeah, we live another day, we trade another day. And when I get a salary, I'll be shooting. I'll try to get a real account, at least for Forex, I think.